In this video, you're going to learn a simple 5-step social media strategy for busy entrepreneurs. Let's get started. Hey guys, Angie with Gensler.com here, and if you are an entrepreneur, small business owner, blogger, this video is really going to help you out. I'm going to walk you through a really simple 5-step social media strategy that's designed specifically with busy entrepreneurs in mind. Now, when managing social media, a lot of small business owners get really overwhelmed. They don't know where to even begin, and as they dig into it, it feels a little out of control, and there's just so much going on. There's so many rules out there too. So if you've heard all these rules, like you need to post X number of times, and you need to post all this different content to all these channels, and you need to be doing XYZ. If you've heard all those rules, make sure that you go back and watch my other video where I talk about the 5 social media myths that could be hurting your business, and I walk you through the 5 truths that you need to know instead. So I'll put a link down below in the description to that video so you can check that out. And once you've watched that, then you can really dig into this 5-step social media strategy. So I'm going to walk you through it step by step, and I have some slides to share with you. So let's dive in. The first step within this strategy is to narrow your focus. Now, this is so important and one of the most difficult things for a lot of entrepreneurs to follow. Now, a lot of times when you start your business, you think, okay, I need to be everywhere so I can reach as many people as humanly possible. And then you'll also hear other business owners who may be in a similar niche as you, and they're saying, I got great results on Pinterest, so you jump on Pinterest. I got great results on Instagram, so you jump on Instagram. And before you know it, you're on everywhere, you're overwhelmed, you're ready to pull your hair out, and you're not getting good results anywhere. And that's because your focus is diluted. So it's so important when marketing your business on social media to narrow your focus. Now, how do you do this? First, you need to stop trying to be all the places. I want you to focus on one channel, okay? And when I say one channel, I mean one traditional social media channel. So traditional social media includes Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. Focus on just one of those. And then you can also be involved with some sort of search engine, so YouTube or Pinterest, because those operate very different from a traditional social media channel. Now, when trying to narrow your focus, it's really important to narrow based on where your ideal customer hangs out. So you need to know who your ideal customer is. You need to have a really crystal clear picture of this person. So to understand this, you need to have a buyer persona. Now, if you have not created a buyer persona for your business yet, make sure that you check out a video that I have about that. I'll put a link down below in the description so you can check that out. But I walk you through how to create a buyer persona for your business, for your brand. And once you know what that ideal customer looks like, you'll have a good idea of where they typically hang out, and you'll know that's where I need to be. So where your ideal customer is, that's where other people just like them will also be, and that's where you need to be placing your focus so you can attract more of them. Now, when narrowing your focus, it's also important to secure your name on all the channels. So you're going to narrow to one channel, and that means that's where you're going to be actively posting content and engaging with people, commenting. You're going to be focusing on growing that channel and engaging with an audience on that one channel. But then you're going to secure your name, your business name, on all the channels to create a cohesive brand image. So that's how you kind of get that workaround where a lot of business owners are like, but I need to be everywhere in case, someone wants to find me there. They can still find you, but that doesn't mean that that's where you need to be actively spending your time building that channel. Okay, let's move on to step number 2, and that is to use a content calendar. Now, a content calendar is so crucial in saving you time with your social media marketing. Now, a content calendar really provides a nice framework for sharing engaging content with your audience. Now, if you've ever sat down to try and come up with social media posts, or maybe you just do it on the fly on your phone, you know how difficult it can be to come up with fresh content day after day after day. And that's where a content calendar comes in and really is a major lifesaver. Because a content calendar, it will save you hours and hours of time. And it does it because you have a daily post prompt in your calendar. Every day, you've got a prompt of what to post every single day. So it takes out that thinking for you and saves a lot of time. It also allows you to batch your content so that you can sit down at a week at a time and churn out that content really quickly, or maybe it's a month at a time. I've even have customers who have created a year's worth of content at one time using a content calendar. It helps you to be a lot more efficient and really streamlined with your process. It also sparks creativity. Having those ideas right there at your fingertips really helps you to get creative and get those juices flowing, which again saves you a lot of time. And the calendar also allows you to be really strategic. The great thing about it is that you can plan around all the holidays and all the special events. So when you lay out your calendar, you can really be strategic and think ahead about what holidays are coming up, what special events are coming up, what promotions might I want to be running. So you can map out what you have going on in your business, what you want to be promoting, and be very strategic about it on social media. And it really allows you to see the big picture. You can step back at a month at a time, 3 months at a time, and see the big picture for what you're trying to create with your business and what value you want to be able to provide your audience. Let's move on to step number 3, and that is to batch your content creation. Now, once you have got your content calendar, now you're ready to sit down and batch that content, create those posts every single day. So you're going to use your content calendar and you're going to batch create anywhere from 1 to 4 weeks worth of content at a time. Now I want to walk you through my process. This is a screenshot from my content calendar, and I put together some content for this week. So I sat down on the 5th, on January 5th, and I blocked off 30 minutes to do this. And I went through the following week. So I started on the 6th, and the prompt was to create a post about a time-saving tip related to my niche. So I ended up creating this post for Instagram, and it was an image that I found on a free image site of a calendar, and I shared my process of how I manage my calendar and organize my tasks. And so it was a very helpful post, but also engaging because I asked a question at the end. And that was a really quick and easy post to make. So then I moved on to the next day, which was the 7th, which is a quote image. And I have this linked to a whole list of quotes for me to pull from. And I even have some image templates. So this one took me, it was the quickest post to make. I pulled one of the image templates, I added my logo, I loaded it up to my scheduler, and then wrote a text post. And then I went through every other day for the rest of that week and created those posts. So you can see how having these prompts and having that content calendar allows you to create the content really, really quickly. Now there's some tools to help you create the content, because as you can see, I had images there. Now you want an image or a video with every single post because it's going to double the engagement and get you a lot better traction. And particularly if you are posting on Instagram, well, it has to be an image. You can't do a text-only post. So when you're creating your original content, there's some tools to help you do this. So first, the easiest is to use your phone. When you're using your phone, you can take images, you can take videos, and it's right at your fingertips. It's really easy. And keep in mind too that you can even batch create images for social media. So when my family goes out hiking, which we do quite a bit on the weekends, every once in a while I will try and take a whole bunch of pictures while we're out together, and I will take the best ones and I just kind of keep them in a file to save for later, and when I'm in need of a photo, when I'm scheduling out my content, I can just pull one of those. So I kind of batch create those as well. So that's really easy to do using your phone. You can also hire a graphic designer. Now this is a little more pricey. It'll cost you a little bit more, but if you have no design experience and you would like to have some custom graphics or images made, that's an option. You can also go the do-it-yourself route and DIY your own graphics or your own videos. And there's some great tools to do that. So Canva.com is a free online resource to do that. Pixlr is a free online photo editor. Textgram.me is a great app for your phone to create graphics specific for Instagram. And then Spark.adobe.com is a great free resource to create some really cool videos. And then finally, you can also opt to purchase some done-for-you image templates. So that quote image that I showed you on the previous one, that's a part of my done-for-you image templates. And that's a really great alternative if you can't afford to hire a designer, but maybe you don't want to spend hours creating your own images. Either you don't have the skill or you don't have the time. Done-for-you templates are a really great solution for that. Okay, so you can create your own original content, or you can curate other people's content. Now to do this, I want you to identify 10 to 20 influencers or authority websites within your niche. And then you are going to pull all of them into a tool called Feedly.com. And Feedly allows you to aggregate multiple news feeds into one place. So when you sit down to batch your content, you don't have to open up 20 different windows of all of these websites. You open up Feedly and it will have it all there for you, every single headline, and it'll take 5 minutes to scan through all the headlines for the week, and you can check out the ones that you think might resonate well with your audience, with your ideal customer that you're trying to reach on that social media channel. And then if you find a good article, then you can share it on that channel. And then make sure that when you share content that other people have created, just tag them on social media. It's a nice common courtesy to tag them when you share their content. Now let's talk about step number 4, and that is to schedule your content. Now, the big part of making this a simple strategy for busy entrepreneurs is to automate a lot of the activity that you're going to be doing on social media. Now, I have a lot of people that are hesitant and resist this step because they've heard the rumors that a lot of these social channels will downplay the posts that have been scheduled. And so they feel like they have to post them live right then and there, or else, Facebook isn't going to show the post to people. Well, here's the truth. Facebook, first of all, doesn't really show your post organically to anyone anyway. So let's just put that aside, and you need to make this easy for you. So leverage the power of automation tools. Now there's a few that I would recommend. If you are looking for a free or low cost solution, there's some great options out there for you. Hootsuite, Buffer, and Later are all really great tools that I've used. I love, I recommend them. Check those out. Each one of them has a free plan, and they have some really low cost upgrade options as well. Now, if you want to kind of take things to the next level, you want a more robust scheduler, I recommend SmarterQueue and Tailwind. SmarterQueue is fantastic for Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook, and it allows you to really build a nice queue of content that just can be recycled over and over, so it can really be like a hands-off solution. And Tailwind is outstanding for Instagram because they have a really incredible hashtag finder that has actually helped me to grow my Instagram following significantly. So once you've got your scheduler, you've nailed down what you want to use, you're going to schedule out your posts. So you've batch created your content, and now you're going to schedule out each post. So if you've sat down for a week, you'll schedule them out for the week, and you're done. Except for then you have step number 5, which is to show up live. So you want to engage live. So let's talk about what this means. So to engage live, first you're going to use your phone. Everyone pretty much has a smartphone at their fingertips at all times. So download the app for the one channel that you've chosen to narrow your focus to, and you're going to enable push notifications for that one channel. Don't do this for all of them because it's going to overwhelm you, just that one. And then you're going to reply in real time. So if someone comments on your post, they ask a question, they engage, make sure that you reply and you engage back with them in real time. And then you can also engage live by creating impromptu posts. So instead of absolutely everything being scheduled, create every once in a while an impromptu post. Maybe you're out with your family and you had a great moment, took a great photo, and you want to share it, go ahead. It's a great way to show your personality, to kind of break out of that mold of scheduling absolutely everything. And it really allows you to give people a glimpse into your personal life. So it's a nice added touch. Another way to engage live is to actually do live video. So when I talk about engage live, I'm not specifically referring to go live on Facebook. I mean, just show up. Don't schedule the activity. So actually be present in the now, showing up live, if that makes sense. But a piece of that too is you could even leverage live video. And live video is a great way to create deeper connections with your audience, and it helps you attract new followers. Where Facebook has limited organic reach for your business posts, you can still get some organic reach from Facebook Live videos. So it's a great opportunity for you. And then the last way to engage live is to engage with influencers in your niche. So if you've identified, 10 to 20 influencers in your niche that you would love to connect with, engage with them. Comment on their posts. Every once in a while, open up your phone and see what they're sharing and comment on it. You could send them questions or notes of appreciation through direct messages, and you could share out their content as well. So that's a great way to help yourself be visible in front of influencers that you would like to connect with. Now, I want to give you a warning. When you're engaging live, I want you to limit that live engagement to 1 or 2 pockets of time in your day, because it can be so easy to allow yourself to become consumed, especially as your channel and your platform grows and your audience grows. It can become really easy to let it consume your entire day. And before you know it, you're constantly on your phone all day long. And it is a recipe for just frustration, exhaustion. Your family won't enjoy it. So restrict yourself to 1 to 2 pockets a day. So decide, is it when I'm drinking my coffee in the morning, or is it right after I shut off my computer before I'm done for the day? I take 10 minutes to engage on social media. Find 2 pockets that work for you, that make sense, that you can create a nice cadence and it's not going to overwhelm or consume all of your time. Okay, let's go through a quick recap of the 5 steps. So step number 1 is to narrow your focus. I want you to narrow down to 1 traditional social media channel. Number 2 is to use a content calendar. A content calendar is so crucial to help provide a framework and make this whole process really seamless and streamlined. Number 3 is then you batch create your content. Choose a cadence that works for you. Is it every 1 week? Is it every month? Whatever works for you, find a cadence and batch create that content. Step number 4 is to then schedule that content out so the posts are automated and you can step back and you don't have to touch it after that. Except for then step 5, you are going to engage live a little bit every day so that you can actually show up and be present and communicate and engage with your audience. Because remember, social media is social. So step number 5 allows you to bring in that social aspect. Okay, now if you need a little support with this, I actually have some great resources for you. So I have a 2019 social media content calendar. So this content calendar is done for you. It's 365 days of post ideas planned out for you. And these post ideas are designed specifically for small business owners. They work great for bloggers, real estate agents, network marketers. I have a wide variety of customers, photographers in lots of different niches who are using it and they love it. And I've had a lot of customers that are really surprised because they say, wow, these post ideas are really adaptable to any business. I've had a lot of people that were very skeptical and thought, how can you create 365 days of content for every business? But it's really a post idea, and it gives you that prompt and you can customize it and make it work for your own business in your own voice. And then I have also those image templates that I mentioned earlier. So I have 150 customizable image templates. And with those, you get 52 quotes designed in black font and white font. You get 52 questions, which questions are an incredible way to engage your audience and get more comments on your posts. And it includes 46 holidays. So you'll have every holiday for the year covered. and all of those images are customizable, and you can edit them to add your logo. Some of them you can play around with the fonts or the background color, but all of them you can add your logo or your website URL to brand them for your own business. Now, if you're interested in checking out some of these resources to help you master this 5-step strategy, just head over to angiegensler.com/services. And on that page, I have links where you can check out the sales pages for both the calendar and the images. And if you have any questions, make sure that you comment down below. I'm happy to help you. If you have questions about any of the steps within the strategy or how any of this works and all kind of comes together, please comment down below and let me know. I'm happy to help you out. Okay, so I hope you guys found this video helpful. I know it's a little more instructional, a little more in depth than what I normally provide, but I wanted to offer it because I see so many entrepreneurs out there struggling with social media and overwhelmed and frustrated. So I wanted to bring this 5-step simple strategy to hopefully make your life easier when it comes to marketing yourself on social media. So if you did like this video, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you get notified every time I create a new video to help you grow your business. And then again, make sure you head over to angiegensler.com/services and you can check out the links for the content calendar and the image templates. Okay, that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next video.